to watch you early on in your career, like you said, you was the happy one. You was the kid that carried the backpack. Nike started a backpack line because you always, and you, to this day, you still carry a backpack all the time. And so there's this common misconception that you're not the kid that carries the backpack anymore. I still think you're the kid that loves basketball and carry a backpack.
Yeah.
But over the course of the years, your answers to the media, how you deal with the media has changed. Why is that? Is that just who you grew into? Is that because of the way they act with certain shit? Where did that?
I felt like the media knew more than me. I almost had them on a pedestal of like, they got more history, knowledge of the game, they more experienced than me in this area of the NBA. So once I started to get more experience and realize like, oh no, they can never be what I am, or know what I know, or understand it the way I understand it. Some of the questions, they didn't seem so intelligent to me anymore. People wanted to praise me more than I liked, or hate me more than I liked, make a big deal out of so much other shit. And I was just like, this game is simple to me. So some of the stuff that y'all asking really doesn't move me the way it used to. I just, starting to see life different. I can see this game different. So, of course my answers and questions, about what goes on is gonna be different too. So I just chalk that up to just maturity and experience.
And speaking of media, social media, obviously we were teammates when you got caught with the burner account. One thing that I love about the burner account is everything that you said on the burner account, you just started to say on Kevin Durant's account.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it, as most people voice. They don't like how you respond to some fans, or how you respond to this, how you are always tweeting. What do you make of people's reaction to you responding to fans? And if you think something, you send it.
Yeah. I just think people are still upset that I went to the Warriors, and a lot of people who are Cavs fans, who enjoy watching the Cavs beat y'all before, which is a lot of people. I didn't realize that until I got there. A lot of people enjoy seeing y'all lose in 2016. And a lot of those people were upset that we were so good. And they're still upset because you do the same shit on Twitter. Damian Lillard does the same shit on Twitter. CJ McCollum does the same shit on Twitter. We all do the same shit on Twitter, but for me, it's a problem. I mean, I chalk it up to just me being so good at what I do and playing with a team that was so great, and we fit so well. Nobody likes a great thing. And I guess I was the cause of that great thing because I came and joined. So it's way deeper than what I do on Twitter, and I understand that. And it's funny to me at this point because you can't erase what we did. You're never gonna erase it, and you love watching us play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I think it's the best era of basketball ever, in my opinion.
But that's really what it is. So many people still upset with me that I chose to play basketball for the Golden State Warriors, which is sad at this point because it's almost a decade later since I made that decision, you know what I'm saying? That's never gonna stop me from engaging with fans because at the end of the day, I'm only talking about basketball. I'm not diving into politics. I'm not telling you how you should live. I'm not flexing my money or my power or none of that shit on you. I'm just literally talking about the game, and what I see. And I don't think it harms anyone.
I would love to see D-Book win a championship. But in my opinion, the finals does not compare to Warriors, Cavs, Warriors.
Nah.
Even Warriors, Raptors. Do you have any regrets about that, knowing that we probably would have won 5 more championships?
Nah, I don't have any regrets at all. I felt like we did exactly what we were supposed to do. And I wish it would have three-peated because that's rare. And we were like right there. But I don't have any regrets at all because I feel like if we just stay healthy with the Nets, we had a great chance of finishing too. So, no, I mean, being hurt for that year really changed my perspective on everything that I was doing and everything that I did before. I looked at that time with playing with the Warriors as so special to me, but it was time to move on.
So now you're in this space with the Nets, and everybody has made this big deal about Kyrie and his beliefs and him missing games, and just like we all do, he got his shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are now saying that is what's going to cost y'all ultimately of reaching where y'all want to reach. What do you make of that?
I mean, I just think people don't like Kyrie because he wanted to leave Cleveland and he wanted to leave Boston. I don't think it's any deeper than that. He doesn't harm anyone. He hasn't said anything that's disrespectful to anybody. His game is beautiful to watch. I just think people don't like the decisions on where he chooses to play. And they sort of amplify everything because everybody in this league has their shit. They may say something over a course of 6 months that everybody may not agree with. That's just the nature of our business. You know, when you're that good at what you do, everything is a little amplified, and sometimes it's a little extra, you know. So what Kyrie does, especially in our building, nobody is making a big deal out of it. Just like a lot of shit we did in our building, we didn't give a shit if Clay missed practice. Like, who cares? Like, as long as you're there for the games, as long as you healthy enough to play, like, we didn't give a shit. Like, when you and Coach cursed each other out, literally as soon as the practice was over, it was cool. Like, you know, so it was like everybody's mature enough to understand, like, we come to work, we handle our business, and you be who you are.
Family, you have no kids. You're now 32. I'm 31. 33. I got 3 kids. I'm 31, so I took a little different route.
You're OG now, man.
But you have no kids. Why? Do you want kids ultimately? Do you not want kids?
I mean, that's a big commitment, for one. And I always felt like I was just really zoned in on my work, in my alone time, in my free time. Too much for me to like lock in on something like that, you know? And eventually I do want that, but the older I get, I think is the better, because I'm maturing more, knowing myself more, understanding my situation a little bit more. So if I were to invite someone in or combine my life with another person, you know, it'd be perfect at this time, as opposed to me 10 years ago. I wouldn't know what to do. So I think as long as I wait, you know, it's only gonna be for the better.
Do you ever worry that the longer you wait, your kid won't understand who Kevin Durant is?
I'm glad he won't understand, because I don't want him to have to feel like he's pressured in this bubble to do what I did, you know? And as long as I'm playing, like, this bubble is always going to be about making it to the NBA. So if you see a little KD out here, nothing but you expecting him to be a basketball player. So, like, I don't know if my kid are even going to be that tall or fall into the game like I fell into it. Who knows? So I'd rather just me tell him, you know, over time what I did. I don't want any pressure for anybody that's coming into my world to do what I like to do. I want them to explore things on their own.
So what's next for you? You got, you know, probably 10 more years left of hooping.
I hope so.
What comes after that? Have you gotten there yet, or are you still just so locked in on basketball that it's just that?
You know, I definitely want to stay involved in the game. I'm learning so much now. I don't know where I could use it at. Coaching, GM, ownership. I feel like I'm gathering so much knowledge that I could be useful in any part of this game. But outside of that, I have other interests in tech world, media space, art, all of that stuff that, you know, I enjoy to do on my leisure time. You know, I want to get involved in at some point. But for now, you know what I'm about. You know what I enjoy to do every day. So until that time is up, then we'll see what happens. But I feel like I'm setting up stuff on the back end of things that I can have options.
You know, I think people look at us and they say, oh man, you play basketball for a living, you should be happy, which is great, right? Like, you love basketball, I love basketball. Being able to do that and make the type of money we make is incredible. But with that comes a lot of fucking scrutiny, comes a lot of headaches. What is the happiest you've been as a professional?
I don't even like to use the word happiness. That's just a fleeting feeling. It can just go so up and down. I don't want to chase that feeling. It's just not an efficient way for me to live. I feel like just having peace and really simply just enjoying being alive every day is the best place for me to be. You know, I don't want to be happy and sad. Like, I don't even want to have to go through that. I just want to just kind of float through life. I experience so much. I just want to take on every experience for what it is and enjoy it in the moment, you know? So I don't want to chase happiness, you know, so I just try to stay even.
I respect that. Appreciate it, bro.
Man, that was incredible talk,
yes, sir.
Brother.
Thank you, thank you.
No doubt.
That's Chip, it's a wrap.
This is gonna be an incredible interview, by the way.
Right.
This is gonna go crazy.